Well, good morning. Here we are at the fine race here at Atco, New Jersey, and I'll just tell you a little bit about my truck. It's a 1948 Ford that's been in the family since, about 1966, and I finally talked it away from my brother in about 1971, and I did a total restoration on it. It took about 15 years, and shortly after that, I used it for a tow vehicle for several years. In 1991, I decided to go drag racing with it, and it's just been more and more since then. Back in 1991, it would run maybe high 14s, low 15s, and today it'll run anywhere from mid 11s to high 11s. And it's got a big block 460 that's bored and stroked. Got an Eagle rotating assembly in it. It's bored out to 520 cubic inches. And it's got the original red paint that was put on it in about 82, something like that, when it was painted red. Then about 13 years ago, the nose of it was getting kind of chipped up and looked a little rough, and a buddy of mine in the car club painted the flames on it. So, that kind of tells the story up in front here, and inside it's got a full interior in it, and it's got rolled and pleated seats and headliner, and the actual dash of it looks almost stock except for a few added gauges and a few switches, and then back in the back we've got an all wood flatbed, and it actually came from the factory like this. It was came out of the factory as a little stake bed, and I confiscated this wood out of the hog farm barn down at the house on the farm there in Kentucky, and completely rebuilt the wood in the bed, and it's all polished stainless steel strips. And the nitrous bottles are not real. They're just a couple fire extinguisher bottles that are painted up to look like nitrous, just to give the boys something to talk about, you know. And other than that, you notice there's a CJ Pony Parts name is on the truck. They're my major sponsor. They're the ones that take care of all my expenses, give me back and forth to the races and that kind of stuff. And then we have a couple of other sponsors that help out. Champion Hoods and Products, which makes the fiberglass hoods for a lot of Mustangs, and then we have Right Stuff Detailing, which is real good with making stainless steel lines and OEM lines and all the original stuff you need like that. But that's just a little bit about the old truck. Like I say, we drag race on these 29.5 by 10.5 15-inch tires, and you might have noticed the wood centers and the spokes in the center of the wheels. Those came out of California probably 30 years ago or more. I found them and they look pretty rough, but I basically like to play with wood, so I restored them and cleaned them up, and I don't know, they just seem to go with the old truck pretty good, you know. And trying to think what else I could tell you about it, but that's about the story in a nutshell. I had real good luck 2 years ago. I actually won the championship in the series that I race in. Last year I had a little bad luck. In fact, right at this race the truck broke. I didn't even get to race, so kind of put me behind the 8 ball, and I ended up 8th in points this year. Of course, you know, that's out of racing with all over the country and several different trucks and everything else, so not too bad. And currently this year I'm sitting in second place right now, but the guy in first seems to be getting further and further ahead. He's, I think, got a couple lucky horseshoes in his pocket or something. So other than that, that kind of brings you up to date.
We have a few questions to ask because we at the raceways we don't really know what we're doing now.
Well, that costs extra here, you know. That costs extra, but that's all right. We can work it into the budget.
Well, actually, you could say I don't know what I'm doing at any time. It doesn't have to be at a raceway.
Okay.
Oh, I said that. What's on recording? Oh, okay. Who chooses, or do you choose which lane, or how does that get determined?
I asked him if I could have the right lane because I knew you guys were in the stands taking pictures. So he said, okay, I can, and we basically discuss it. See who wants which lane, and usually you can work it out, you know.
Is there a preference to a driver particularly? I mean, on
some drivers like the right lane, some drivers like the left lane. Everybody's different.
Normally be driving on.
Preferably, if I have my pick, I'd rather be in the left lane. preferably is where I do.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Well, next one do the left leg because I could pick you up.
No, it works out all right like it does.
Okay, so now
You're my good luck charm now. Well, Diane is. I mean, you're just here.
I know. I'm just. I'm her
You're the chauffeur. You're the chauffeur.
I'm the chauffeur. I found a place.
What's a good thing she got to come, because otherwise I was going to tell you I was busy this weekend.
Oh, there's going to be a big clothesline in front of the gate, right? So
no, I'd have told you before you left. I hate for you to spend $3 or $4 for gas and then get down here and it be closed.
$3 or $4. To go from one gas station to another, right?
Not counting what the $20 worth of tolls.
Oh, Jesus Christmas!
Wow, $13 to get over the
$13, absolutely.
But you only pay it going one way, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you know it cost me $45 to come over the bridge at Philadelphia there.
Oh wow. That's right. You have all that extra stuff.
Yeah, I got extra axles and stuff.
So okay, so you determine between yourselves which lane you want to run in.
Right.
But you can't really choose who you're going to be racing on a particular race, right? That's
what they call, we're put on what they call a sportsman's ladder. Depending on how many cars or trucks there are, then you're put on what they call a ladder. And they got the first half of the ladder, because the first half of the ladder races the second half of the ladder. Is what happens.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay, yes.
You figure this, because you line all these people up and you pair up the first 7 with the second 7. Okay. Then you take the winner out of those. Okay. For instance, like I was number 7, and I raced number 14. Okay, I won that race. The other guy that I'm going to race next time, I forget what number he was, but anyway, he won his race, so we have to race.
Here we go.
Okay, then from that race, whoever wins that pair will have to race another pair that come off of another ladder, you know. And it all works out that when you get out to the end, you have your final 2.
Go, Bobby.
How'd it go, kiddo?
Always get past that first round, things get a lot better, you know. I feel raindrops,
So did you get past that first round?
Yeah, I won the first round.
Oh, you did?
What were you watching?
We're trying to figure out the time. How to read the.
It's
just when my light lit up, I was off my time because I got on a brace because I was so far ahead of him.
When you're looking at everything through a camera, you miss it.
So what was your time and your speed?
Well, I would have run my number. I was dialed at a 75. I would have ran probably 74, 75, right along in there. I was pretty much dead on my number. So it was good.
All right, so you lived to fight another round.
Yep.